All right, diary, you stay right up there. So diary, I'm recording you today on a GoPro and not down on my webcam on my computer because I wanted to have a different setting. I wanted to change things up a little bit on account of I always sit in the same spot and do my diary. So I figured I'd do one up here. So to back up, because I didn't do a diary yesterday. Yesterday was February 14th. It was Valentine's Day. And Margaret had an appointment to go and see a breast doctor. See, we had this thing that, I've told you about this in the diary a couple weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, that Margaret went to the family doctor and nurse practitioner found a lump in her breast. And we went to the nurse practitioner because she was in pain. There was a painful spot in her breast since like September, on and off. The nurse practitioner, and she found something in there, and she said she wasn't sure if it was cancer because cancer tends to be a bit more porous, and this seemed a bit more hard. So she wasn't sure it was cancer, but they wanted to play it safe, do due diligence, and made an appointment for her to go and see a mammary boob doctor, a boobicologist, a boobiotomy, you know what I'm saying, right? She went to the doctor, had made an appointment for that, and the appointment was for February 14th. And I remember being with Margaret in the kitchen, sitting at the table, and she's on the phone with the receptionist, right? Now, she didn't get the appointment that day. The dozy receptionist had to call our house and tell us, right? So she's on the phone with the receptionist, got the calendar in front of her. She's all ready, going to write the appointment down on the calendar. And she's like, it's February 14th. And I remember Margaret reiterating to her, she's like, February 14th? Oh, yeah, okay, wonderful. Yeah, thank you, wrote it down. And she hung the phone up and she was like, February 14th. It's kind of strange that this appointment's on Valentine's Day. At least I won't forget it because it's on Valentine's Day. And so then we just had to sit on it until the 14th. And this is back in January that this appointment was made. And yeah, it was tough sitting on it, right? It affected our sex life. It made us moody. It made us a bit more grumpy because no one wants to lose their spouse. No one wants to be separated from the person they love for eternity because of some fucking stupid lump in their breast. So yeah, we were nervous, but we sat on it. I told you guys in the diary, but I didn't tell people in the vlog, the Vloginsons. I just left that quiet. There was no need to raise anything until we know. I didn't even tell family. The only people that know are anyone that watches the diary. I guess that means anyone who actually gives a shit about what I'm saying. Knew, that kind of thing. So we go there on the 14th. We go there yesterday on the 14th, Valentine's Day. We go to the office. The lady kind of looks at us puzzled. We're like, hi, we're here for appointment. Margaret Camp here for, she kind of looks down, looks up at Margaret, looks down again at her sheet. She's like, you're not on for today. I've got you in the computer, but your appointment was for the 27th of January. Your appointment's not for today. You missed it. She's like, no, I didn't miss it. I have my appointment. I wrote it down. My receptionist for my doctor said it was for the 14th of February. She's like, well, no, 27th right here, right on the paper, 27th. Did you receive a phone call today reminding you of an appointment today? Well, no. Okay, so we always call and remind you. We give it a reminder appointment. So at this point, I am feeling very angry and uncomfortable. And my eyeballs begin to feel warm. Why are my eyeballs warm? Because my face was heating up. It was going red and heating up with anger that someone was dozy enough in my doctor's reception office to fuck up the date of a very important appointment, right? Because you never know how long that cancer, if it's cancer, has been progressing. So you need to act on it quickly. Oh yeah, don't worry, I'll wait another 2 weeks. You don't get sicker because of your fuck up. Good job, thanks. So I'm getting angry. I'm like, this is not good. So she goes, just sit down. Let me talk to the doctor and I'll come back to you in a second. So we sit down and Margaret and I have been vlogging the whole thing, right? Because we were figuring now whether it's good news or bad news, we're going to tell people this is what we've been dealing with. Let's make this today's video. So sit down, put the camera in her face, and Margaret's like, explains to the people, explains to our audience at the Vloginsons what's going on and the same stuff I told you. And then as soon as we did that, she goes, Margaret, we come back up, we go see her again. Turns out the doctor felt bad for us, I think, and he was the hero of the day because he decided to let us in. He just fit us in, even though, you know, it wasn't technically our appointment day for real in the really real world. He still fit us in. And there were a lot of people. There were a lot of people waiting to go. And I think he was just like, if I don't get them in now, they're going to have to wait another 3 weeks for this appointment, and that could be very bad. And so he just fit us right in, got in there. Margaret put the gown on, you know, the thing, so the doctor could examine her tatas. And he did the ultrasound, whoosh, went all around, did that thing. You know when you have your camera and then you take like a panoramic picture with your cell phone? You know what I'm talking about? After he'd thoroughly examined her breast with the ultrasound, it was really cool looking actually. After he'd done that, he then did a panoramic of her tit, like with the thing, right? So her breast looked like a strip of bacon on the picture. It was interesting looking. And we couldn't really film in there. He didn't really want us to, you know. Doctors are kind of like that. They, you know, the filming somehow equals lawsuit to them. I don't know. Anyway, so then he was like, but just to be sure, we're going to send you just down the hall. You're going to go have a mammary gland, you're going to go have a mammary scan, you know what I'm talking about, where they pancake her breast right in there like that, and then they x-ray the crap out of it just to see, right? And I was in there, and again, she was like, no, please don't take the pictures, don't film. Like, it's okay, it's fine, no, we don't have to. And they did the thing, and I saw her boob all squished on the screen. Again, it was actually kind of cool looking. And she said, ow, it hurts. They smushed it like a pancake. Didn't find anything, luckily. So the good news is, after going to this appointment, which he so graciously, as a hero, let us in early, even though our receptionist for our doctor totally shit the bed on that one, we found out that there's no cancer, which is good. He says it was probably just her glands being inflamed and stuff like that. My idea was, at first, it was stress. Because when I get stressed out, I get some chest pains that are muscle related, and the muscles tightening and tensing up. Because I've gone through the whole, is it my heart or whatever, and nah, it's just the muscles. But she's a woman, and she has a history of cancer in her family, and we had to really make sure that we treated this seriously. But hooray! No cancer. Now, being Valentine's Day, just to end off this diary, we came home. Kathy came to visit us. She brought a giant chocolate chip cookie. It was delicious. And we got a bunch of pizza, and we celebrated. We told the kids, you know, what we've been up to and stuff like that, and told Kathy, and ate pizza and laughed, and it was a good time. It was probably, for someone who doesn't really give a crap about Valentine's Day, now this is going to be, Valentine's Day to me is going to become a memorable day, because it's the day that I found out my wife was not, in fact, going to have to battle cancer. So, it's weird. Valentine's Day to me means something. I guess my Valentine yesterday was my wife. That's kind of cool. Anyway, this diary is over. Thank you for being in your diary, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later.